Namaste, Jai Bharat. I think I discussed before also that for entertainment I used to watch Pakistani videos. That's for entertainment. I have also prescribed people that when you get bored, you please watch the Pakistani videos. There are many, there's no dearth of such videos. Majority of them are very, very entertaining. This time, the source of entertainment to me was the visit of our External Affairs Minister, Dr. Jayashankar, to Pakistan. Look at the reactions, very, very interesting. It's very difficult for me to narrate the entire thing, but then whatever appealed to me, whatever I found funny, whatever is in mind that comes to my mind, I speak. It seems that the common people are of the impression that Dr. Jayashankar was not welcomed to Pakistan properly. Actually, he was welcomed properly. There's a protocol. They were telling if their Prime Minister had gone to the airport to welcome Dr. Jayashankar, he would have given us something more. Now look at this attitude. The Pathan Bhai who comes with the video is known as Pathan Bhai. I don't know his name, but he makes very interesting videos. Funny actually, morally. I think he lives in England somewhere. So he calls him Phikaristan. No, that's his version. I don't like to call. I don't want to call also. He calls him Phikaristan. But the way, the attitude of the people in their talking is that if we have welcomed him properly, he would have given us something. Now that's the thing. Look at the attitude. Someone comes to our house. You are looking forward to what he gives us, what he can give us. So they thought it was inappropriate on their part that their Prime Minister had not received him at the airport. Actually, it's not necessary for a Prime Minister to receive an External Affairs Minister. Normally, even that's not really necessary. Normally, the equal levels of people go and interact, even if they go to airport to receive. Or the usual decorum kept, and the usual kind of. There's a thing in practice, nothing more than that. So it seems that the people have a general impression, as I understand, is that his welcoming was not appropriate because the PM himself was not gone and he was not received with a pomp and show. Had they have done that, then he would have been softer, and this is the attitude. He would have been softer and he would have given us something. But instead of that, now he says that he will not do any bilateral discussion. Of course, that was made very clear long before by our nation that we won't have any bilateral discussions with Pakistan so long as there is terrorism, so long as they send terrorists to our nation. We can only say that. We also understand their internal problem that any rule in Pakistan cannot contain the terrorist activities. The terrorists are free. Their job is to involve in terrorism. Practically, there are people who make a living out of jihadi terrorism, not only in Pakistan, in many places. There are people who are professional terrorists. They make their living out of terrorism, and in case of Pakistan, they have no control over them. There are other agencies controlling them. Who is there to control in Pakistan? Who will control the terrorism or terrorists? There is a very weak civil government. Elected government is very weak. The army is parallel. The army of Pakistan is of their own. They do things which they like, and they also want terrorists to act. And the Maulvis are other parallel people who think they know everything, and that's the whole problem. They think they know everything, and they think they are the authority in their own day. Now everyone is an authority. This creates chaos, bitter chaos. So there's no one controlling anyone, and the terrorists make a living out of jihad. They make a living out of jihad and jihadi terrorism, and these terrorist groups are free, independent. Any terrorist going there is independent. That's why they go and thrive there, and no one is telling anything. Many agencies or many outfits in the society treat them as heroes. Worst comes to worst, they treat them as heroes. So we have already told Pakistan that there is no point in making any discussion. What's the point of talking all fine things and taking tea? And suppose I agree everything. That's a normal Lahori thing. I say so many things, but I can't do anything. I will say this, I'll do everything. I'll say, but actually I can't do anything. Even if I want, I cannot do it. That is my situation. That's the situation in Pakistan society. They can't do anything. The terrorists are free. They make a living out of it. That's their profession. Actually, jihadi terrorism is a bread and butter of many people. Not simply bread and butter. It's more luxurious kind of bread and butter existence. That's all over the world. That's all over the world. So we have already made it clear that we will not have any discussions. We will not have bilateral discussion. In bilateral discussions only we can talk about many things. But that we can't do it, because so long as you are unable to contain and control, we can't tell them that you are incapable of containing it. We can only ask the official government that you should not let the terrorists come to our place with your support. We understand they are helpless, that they act of their own. So naturally all people, all agencies, rather all institutions of society go in support of jihadi terrorism, because most of them treat jihadis as heroes. Baat khatam. Things get finished there. So these people are lamenting, general public of Pakistan, that since the Pakistan has not welcomed Dr. Jayashankar in an appropriate manner, he is not going to give us anything. Now look at these things. He is not going there to give you anything. And even if we have that, he will think two times before giving. He has not gone there to speak of any kind of bilateral discussion, which is made clear long back. He had gone for a specific purpose and he has executed that and has come back. That's it. Just because he happened to go there, you can't ask him out of way to get things. This is not a fish market that someone comes there as a visitor, you treat him nicely, so that he will give you something and go back. This is not such a thing, such an event where people gets carried away. See, if I am in this place, no matter how you do, how you try to make me happy, I won't be happy I won't be happy in spite of your effort to make me happy. And at the same time, however you treat me bad, I will neither be unhappy nor be happy, because being happy and unhappy is not my job. My job is to go and do certain things. I'll do and come. So if I was in this place, the way you receive me makes no difference. It neither makes me happy nor unhappy. If you give all poems and shows and that kind of welcome, makes no difference to me. In fact, most of us, those who hear me, must have held some important offices at some part in their life. One time when I was holding some office of some importance, little, there's nothing that could make me happy, and there's nothing that could make me unhappy. It's a functional kind of a thing. It's a matter of fact relations. That's it. There's no personal involvement except for dharmic thinking. When you personally give some advice to somebody, those things are different. But for normal functioning, there's no question of happiness and unhappiness. There's no question of someone pleasing you or someone displeasing you. So these people think that if they have pleased him sufficiently, he would have given them something. So they are looking for that. So Pathan Bhai, I wouldn't say that you are wrong. Pathan Bhai is right. He says there are Bhikari Desh. So that Pathan Bhai, I am inclined to agree with you, because this is the attitude of Bhikaris. Kuch diya hota. They have to given me something. So this is a kind of reaction from the general people of Pakistan. This is the reaction of general people of Pakistan because they YouTubers mostly you see them going around places to places like streets, taxi drivers, rickshaw pullers, rickshaw drivers. They go and talk to them. That's a good thing in the sense that we really get the pulse of the ground reality, that how people react, how people think. Though there are so many wise people among the lot who will give out their wisdom, their advices to all people. They would go to the extent of saying that one of the their cricket players should have done this, so that they would have won World Cup. That kind of wisdom comes out. You must be prepared to face that and accept that and ignore that. This kind of things. This happens. They show their wisdom. But in spite of that, jarring obsolescence, in spite of that, you really get to know the pulse of people ground level. So this is a ground level reaction. They think that if they would have pleased him sufficiently, he would have given them something. Little do they understand that there is no question of pleasing or displeasing on higher level existence, and especially in cases like diplomacy, international relations, etc. It's not the case that you make someone happy and he does it. It should not be the case, at least. And it's also not the case that you do something and you get angry and you would react badly. It should not be the case. It may be happening. I don't want to keep a watch of such things, but it really should not be, ideally not the case. So this is how people react. That हमने कुछ उसका कदर नहीं किया इसलिए तो गुस्सा हो गया होगा. So they all kinds of narratives. Someone says he was insulted. He was not insulted. Someone says that he was not appropriately welcome. He was appropriately welcome. We have seen all those things. So this is how you get entertainment free of cost. Just watch the videos and have patience to listen to all kinds of knowledge, wisdom, expressions, exhibitions. There are great talks. They speak as though things are written on their left hand. History, saying things as though they witnessed historical phenomena. That you should be prepared to take it and take it as you have to take it, and that's it. So till we meet again, Namaste. We shall meet again. Namaste, Jai Bharat and Jai Shri Ram.